How you guys doing? Um, so this is going to be part of the first video for the homestead, the intro to it. Uh, the next few videos are going to be kind of uh, not in order, maybe. Might be a little bit conjumbled, but um, when we got a lot of stuff done on the homestead, my fiance suggested, maybe we should video blog this just so that we have it and maybe other people's interested. And she's kind of right because I'm on YouTube all the time watching people's homesteads. So I said, all right, let's do it. So this is going to be the first video. I'm going to give a rundown how we acquired this property. This might be like a two-parter. And I'm going to try to catch you guys up with everything that we got done so far. I just want a turkey. There's wildlife up here every which way. So, like I said, this is the first video and we're gonna try to cover everything that we can. It's gonna be a lot of pictures and little videos I took that I throw on here just to get to the point of progress where we're at now. All right, so let's start from the beginning of how I acquired this property and so forth. I have this leaning up against a tree, so hopefully this works. So I knew I wanted to do this to start this homestead years ago. So about 4 or 5 years ago, some things happened in my life, and I said, life is short, so let's pull the trigger. I wanted to be 100% debt free. I don't want anybody else to own this property, as in like the banks or this or that. Everything cash flow, I'll save up and I'll do it. Now with that, I saved for a year and a half, and I had I had enough money saved, but I also wanted to be close to where I currently live at now. Where I live at, it's a beautiful place. It's a nice area, one of the safest counties in Ohio. So really didn't want to spread. Plus, I know a lot of people have contacts around this area, so there's a lot of reasoning behind it. When I start searching for properties, it was during the whole COVID time, so there wasn't a lot of properties for sale. And that's another turkey. Like I said, wildlife everywhere. So where was I? Oh, so looking for property, there was a few things that I was running into. One, the property is really far away, like an hour and a half drive one way. Or if the property was close, and this is kind of part two, outrageous amounts of money that they wanted for acreage. It was nuts. And a lot of people in this area, 10 and 12 years ago, when the gas and oil field came in, people were leasing their land to these gas and oil companies for mineral rights, $5,000-$6,000 an acre. And so I'm not even wanting, I would like to have the mineral rights, but they're asking way too much. That's not even, it was even like that before COVID, so there wasn't really much inflation. I mean, people try to get everything out of some land. I can go on for stories, and if you guys want stories of the things that I ran into trying to purchase land or look at land and some of the crazy stories behind it, like stories where you sit back and go, really? Like, really? You're gonna, in your head, you thought that was a good idea. All right. Hey, it's not mine. It's your property. I'm not trying to judge, but I want to sit back and think about it. So like I said, it was either far away, land close was really expensive. One thing I ran into a lot was so large parcels of land in my area. You have people out of state or realtor companies buy them up. Then, like this is 100 acres, 50 acres, whatever, and divide them up into 5-acre, 10-acre plots. Again, asking way too much money, and it comes with a bunch of laws that they put on the property. Where, like, this would be part of it. You could not have more than 3 vehicles running vehicle. First, you couldn't have any vehicles that didn't run on the property, out in the middle of the woods, not even an HOA, and that came with the property. You hear that turkey? I'm trying to see it, but I can't. I can hear it. It's just walking around looking for grubs or something. So I don't want to go down that tangent on that road. But if you guys would like to know more, feel free to ask, and maybe some of my experiences I went through will help you out. So I finally found a piece of property really close to where I live at. It was on the market for a while, and the reasoning, the price kept coming down, and one of the main reasons why um, it was on the market for a while, it was kind of, there was potential. When you first see it, people come and look at it, they're like, oh, that's too much, because that's what they can see from the road, versus walking down in and seeing the potential that's there. A lot of people from up north was coming down, and they're like, we want the flattest land. They want it basically to look like Michigan, where it's really flat, in the Appalachians. It's not going to happen. And if it does, that land's already passed down to generations. It's already bought up, or they're asking $9,000 an acre, and it's really. And I wanted more than just 5 acres. So before I go down that tangent, let me backtrack here. So I searched and searched, found this land, checked it out. After a couple years of saving, I finally got enough saved up in my what I want to spend. And I found this land, but kind of by fluke. Acquired about it, and I kind of pulled the trigger. I'm not saying like I pulled the trigger really fast, but I'm like, this is the best that's going to happen. And it's been a year since we have this land, and it's still the best, in my opinion, considered what is being sold around here. So, bought the property, had it surveyed. The next couple videos that you're going to see is, the only real way to get down here was with a fuller or side by side. There was some old logging roads from when they logged it 3 or 4 years ago, then like 10 or 12 years before that. There was a lot of down trees. I don't know if you ever seen land that's been logged. Tops of trees just laying everywhere. Trees that are still standing, but they're dead, where they're pushing the dozer through to pull out the logs. It looked like, I tell everybody, take a book of matchsticks, throw them, and then the matchsticks are logs, and that's how it is, laying everywhere. So there's going to be a lot of cleanup with that, and that's kind of why people got deterred away from this. So with that, bought this property about a year and a half ago, and ever since, biggest relief ever. I finally was able to start this homestead. Something that I can give to the kids when they're older. I want to do a family cemetery on it, the old ways, just step back a generation. So with that, if you guys have any more questions about, how I came along and got this property, acquired it, finding people to do, putting the driveway in and so forth, feel free to ask. What I had to go through with the courts, filing the paperwork through the realtor. It's not a bad process. I mean, if you have the money, it's easy. I didn't go through a bank. I didn't do any of that. It was all cash. So that helped out a lot. Except for bringing a large amount of money. Like, hey, transferring it, there's questioning, like, where'd all this money come from? And it was all from working, being a minimalist, saving as much money as I can, going without on a lot of things just to purchase this with cash. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. So the rest of this video, it's going to be pictures of what the property kind of looked like before I even touched it. Putting a driveway in. I got the back driveway put in first, just to get down in this area to clean up some of the brush. Got the long driveway put in. It's the long driveway. It's connecting with the back driveway. It's a little bit over a quarter-mile, loops up around the property, comes back. That's still not completed yet. Still have to put some ditches in, do some fine work, put down some gravel. Already got the culverts put in. And what else? He started leveling where the barn's going to be at. He's going to start leveling the house site. And just letting you know, when you do any of this work, there's going to be future videos you can look at as well. I'm going to go in a little bit further detail about the whole excavating ordeal, which, I mean, it's not that bad. If you have time, it's fine, but you cannot be, I want this done now. It's not going to work. So I'm going to cut this video now and then show some pictures of what the property looked like before I went in and started to work on it. And then the following video will be going into detail about the back driveway, a little bit of pictures on that, and then the long driveway and the process in between, and then kind of get you caught up with what I found on the property and go from there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series in my channel, and like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll try to help out as much as I can, and hopefully you guys can teach me some stuff. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit, so make it work. All right, thank you. And I want to I just want to put this out here, everything is going to be with cash for me, saved up. No loans, no borrowing money. If I don't have the money, I'm not going to spend it. Yes, that's going to kick a lot of planning, a lot of things I need to get done on the property, on the back burner a couple years down the road. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, when I'm old and gray, I'm sitting on the front porch, I'm not, sorry, I walked that hill. I'm not going to be like, oh, the bank owns this. It's going to stay within the family. So I think that's the best way to go about it. But, all right, well, I'm going to show you some videos of next video. Next video I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the videos of the driveways. Throw in some pictures of the property before we actually start working on it. And then go from there, try to get you caught up to speed to where we're at. All right, guys, you guys take care.